Alright, what's going on, everyone? We're gonna keep working on the 3D dragon today. It's kind of a big leap in terms of, like, how accurate the dragon models are. Like, I think what we're working on right now is much closer to an actual dragon than anything I've had before. I mean, the first iteration of the Drake body type, the 2D version, I just elongated the neck and made it look cooler, basically. Um, it's just like a cooler look. It's like a lizard with long neck, basically. But now we actually have like the depth we can control, and I guess I'm paying more attention to it. Um, and it will look dragon-like. I think once I have the 3D version of the Drake body in the game, and I still have to think about how I want to automatically sort them into 2D nodes. Because I was thinking about like the pins with that, how I'd get the pins to work. What's up, Cricket? But I think once I have the model in the game, it is going to. I will feel pretty comfortable at that point, like adding all the gameplay footage to the Steam page. PK Fire, exactly. PK Freeze? What are the other ones? I don't know. Maybe those are just the only two. There's only like so many abilities a character has in Super Smash Bros, right? There's like three, there's like 4 or 5 you can do. There's like the basic attack animations as well, but those don't count. Alright, I gotta find the Blender file. Back in the Melee days, who's this Ness kid? Yeah. It ended up being more mimetically relevant than you could have ever imagined. There were a lot of characters, especially because like I played some of the games when I was pretty young, so I didn't know who like 80% of the characters were. I didn't know who like Snake was when I first played. I think the first one I played was Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which was like a Wii one. What the hell is Mother? Yeah. Also, I feel like I am not the kind of person who enjoys the Super Smash Bros. Games. And kind of just like fighting games in general. Like Mortal Kombat. One that I did like was I don't know. This is a little bit different though, but I like the WWE games. Those were always fun, and you could like make your own character. Um, but it wasn't like limited to 1 or 2 dimensions of movement. For all the one you could trip in, such an odd thing. I don't. I think I don't remember exactly what feature that was. I didn't play too much of the game. Um, one game like that that I did enjoy, but I played it when I was really young, so I mean, I guess anything could have been entertaining at that point. But Soul Calibur, I think it was Soul Calibur 4. Um, and I don't remember it very well, but there was a character creator in that. I think I just liked the character creators. There's an amazing one on the 64. Also, Power Stone is another really cool one from Dreamcast. Yeah, I probably so because when you said 64, I wasn't exactly sure what that is. Is that I think it's the Nintendo 64, I assume. Um and Power Stone. Yeah, I haven't heard of those. Yeah, I guess the games just don't have enough mechanics to stimulate my brain. Like where's the upgrade trees? Where's the loot boxes? Where's the collectibles on the map that I can go to? I feel like I get a similar thing with the Souls-like games. Like I don't necessarily play those for the boss fights. The boss fights can be cool, um, but it's not like the main reason I play the game. All right, where do I find the thing? Oh, I keep looking in the project directory. Yeah, here we go. Wait, Lizard 1 or Lizard? I guess I'll do Lizard 1. Oh, I hope I used the correct one. There's no skill floor in fighting games. It's like all ceiling too. Like jumping to COD without ever having played. Yeah, there's definitely something that it appeals to that I do not understand or has not clicked to me yet. Also, an ad break is about to start. All right, I got to figure out a way to make the dragon feet. I should look up a picture of a dragon. Not do this just based off my memory. That would be not a good idea. All right, I sort of I see what the vibe is. Fix some of these or make them like more well aligned. How did I make the feet on the other model? Huh. Okay, I just extruded like every side of it individually, it looks like. Yeah. Which I guess I could do here. No, that wouldn't necessarily create the effect I'm going for. I think we do want to make an actual change in the topology here. For the flow. Merge at center. Yeah, I'm hoping we can finish this model today. I'm feeling fairly confident. Um, and once I do, I think that'll be like... I'm kind of glad I took the extra time before making the Steam page. I also just didn't really have enough time to begin with to get all the assets done. Um, make sure I think I'm doing this right, yeah. And then we need 3 fingers. But I didn't extrude that equally. But no, I'll have more content to show now in the actual in the Steam page, which is nice. So I don't go and make a trailer and then basically determine, hey, I need to like add something else now. Be kind of like wasted effort. Okay, we're gonna get a little fancy with this. Does this even look like a dragon? Looks like a dinosaur. It looks like a dinosaur, not a dragon. Sorry, Cricket, you were sent to ad break hell. The ad scheduler always puts one in the very beginning of the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna do the fancy technique here. And then Once I have the Steam page up, it's going to be marketing time. So I'm going to try and make some YouTube shorts different than the ones I made before, and hopefully I have enough luck and understanding of the algorithm to actually get some people watching my videos. Or wish listing. It's about the we got to translate to wish lists. Trying to think of like corporate terms I can use here. We got to raise the bottom line. The line will be raised. Yeah, this will allow us to extrude, not that, okay. Extrude these into, like, claws. I don't know how visible this is going to be in the actual render, but I think it's worth adding. Unless it ends up looking, like, weird in the render, or actually hurts the overall look, in which case, I might just, like, get rid of these. Or, you know, I'd have to at least do something about it. Definitely have to improve the proportions here. It's a bit better. I think we're going in the right direction. I think the heel, or is that the heel? It's kind of more like the Achilles, I don't know. But I kind of want to move this back. And I want to make the transition a little less sharp here as well. Oh my god. Okay, but I actually want to reduce the width overall a little bit, so I do something like this. I think that works. Alright, and I should probably make the claws a bit larger. Kind of because of the rendering thing I mentioned before. Wonder if I should put another loop in the claws. Why not? That will allow me to make them more claw-like. Okay, I'm definitely not... This is definitely not the most, like, visually appealing 3D art. And the purpose, like, we have a very specific purpose doing it this way. Or, basically the art style does not require a huge level of detail. Which is nice in one sense because it allows me to make things faster. But for the next project, I definitely want to take more time with the 3D assets. Actually try and make them look very good. I want to make them look very good. That next project though, I mean, that could take years and years. I don't know. Did I raise this up already? I don't know. It doesn't look like a claw, so I can probably keep raising it. you have to make them longer? I don't know. Necessarily think so. Alright, and for the hind legs, I'm just going to copy this. OP strategy. And I would use bridge edge loops, but then I'd have to like dissolve the other one, and I feel like that could give some not good okay, maybe that would have been the best way to do it. Maybe this is like a Blender noob versus Blender pro moment. I should try making those videos as shorts. I feel like they'd be so easy to make. Okay, let's see. I regret doing what I did with the legs before. In fact, I should like bring this out. It actually has like a shoulder, but for the leg, a leg shoulder. Hip? Yeah. Then here, I guess it's more comparable to a shoulder. Gotta look out for these things. They're very important. Extremely important. Pertinent information. Alright, what else do I want to do here? This is, like, not bad. I feel like there's more, though. I have an idea. Wait, can I even generate enough to pop, like, points here to connect? I can just keep extruding this. But I have to, like, count. Oh, no. Alright, I have kind of a strategy in mind here. And I can do it with, holes already in it. I guess I could have it start there. And then join them back together at the top. Okay, how many vertices is this? 6? And this is 7. Okay. So we only need one edge loop. This is gonna look perfect when we do this. It won't require any editing beyond it. Okay, yep. The model's done. Perfect. I'm joking. I'm joking. Wait, maybe I should merge once again. I can press L. Not much faster though. Kind of confusing as well. Wait. Oh, okay. So now I just have to grid fill? Well, if I can. Alright. That's fair. Seems to be not working. I don't know what span controls. Okay. We'll do this manually. I'll do it myself. Okay, perfect. Yes, the dragon just has a very large hump coming out of its neck. It's fine. Is this even going to make much of a difference? Perhaps not. But you know, it's about the journey, not the destination. And again, I'm trying to add, like, angularity here. Okay, the textures are throwing me off a little bit. This is a good direction to go in, though. We can have, like, the top of the head here. Perhaps. Um, okay, take all of, like, this stuff. And bring this up. This is supposed to be where the jaw is, right here. So maybe I, like, shouldn't use this edge loop. Maybe I should instead use these. I think that is a good play. Okay, I keep hearing... First of all, my UI is, like, glitching out in my web browser. But I keep hearing, like, a buzzing. An electrical buzzing in my sound output. And I think that is the cord for the guitar. The aux cord. So I might have to move that around, try and fix that. Suppose this is looking more dragon-like. I'm not sure exactly how I want to do this. Yeah, where are the eyes gonna go? Okay, I gotta, like, think about this more. Does it look more dinosaur-like? I don't know. Maybe. Well, definitely, I mean, certainly does. But dragon-like. We might be able to work with this. Again, it's getting kind of thrown off because it doesn't have any horns yet. I think this could work, though. Taking a little bit of inspiration from my reference image here. Doing the snout like a bit of a curve. This in, and I should probably redo the teeth. Because now it's going to be all, like, distorted and warped. can these just connect straight across? Oh, hold on. Yeah, let me, like, fix this. Jeez. My goodness. Actually kind of like this, though. Having, like, this sort of thing. I think that is actually correct. This is how dragons work. Okay, then we should, I mean, if that's the way it's done, we should just be able to do this. Boom. I felt a little tired earlier today. I felt pretty tired earlier today, but right now I'm not doing too bad in terms of energy levels. Do these individually. Wait, what? No. Why is it borrowing the other one? Must be because of the mirroring. That does not look like it's going in the direction of the normal. It's probably because it's going in the direction of the averaged normal. Can we, like, make it so that it only applies? Okay, I don't know. Is there another extrude thing we can use? Extrude along normals? Perfect. Thank you so much. And I guess because this is Scary Dragon now, we're gonna need to do something like this. Incredible. Oh my god. I don't know how this is gonna look in 3D, or in the render. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know. Again, a lot. Hopefully, I mean, it'd be nice if I could do some of this stuff as upgrades, like sharp teeth upgrade. Okay, I'm going to, like, I have to redo the UV uh layout here. Yeah, I have to redo it for the feet as well. I should have pasted the other foot after I did the UV layout. We're going to do this. Okay, and then there's also a bunch of loops here that we don't really need. I'm going to get rid of those. However, these do need one seam going down the middle, so I'll add that here. Okay. I guess I could continue the seam here. No, I think I'll do something like this. And this will become like one island. Yeah. There it is again. That sound. Okay, hold on. I have electrical properties. It's like an instrument within itself. Interesting. Okay. Um, Maybe I'll try that. I don't know. It's like it's getting interference from the other wires. I don't know how electricity works. I don't know who invents these things. Right, and then the seams go up here. Okay. Um, what else? What else do we have to do here? It's probably a good idea to keep the tail as its own UV island. I kind of like that. Not really anything we have to do for the neck or the head. That's all already taken care of. Unless I want to add teeth at some point, which I might decide I want to do. What I'm really just thinking about is how are we going to add models in the future? Like, I could just create a 2D layout for everything and then, like, a 3D version. You know, I could do, like, a compromise thing where I can generate the 2D shape, and then I can edit it afterwards to include any other pins I might need. Or maybe I could just try and add other bones or something. I don't know. I could do that and just like determine if they're deformed bones or not, or if they have any weights. If they don't have any weights, then I'll just make them like an extension pin, or like won't include them even. That could work. Perhaps. All right, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to UV unwrap this, and then pack. Like, do the best one. The margins here don't look large enough. Let me give it a custom. Oh, here we go. Cool. How much resolution does the head have? Could have more, for sure. Basically just this island right here. Okay, the texture is kind of making it harder to see. And it's mirrored, which is, fine. Can I rotate this 90 degrees? Lacking a bit of space there. Hold on. I feel like I could move this somewhere else. What even is this? Are these the teeth? Might be the teeth. Hold on. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'd actually like to give this a little bit more resolution too, if possible. Shoot. Maybe down here? This could work. Yeah. Move this down, move this over here. I love UVing. My favorite. Move a foot. We could fit a foot in here. You know what? We could probably Hold on. Time to dream. 180. That's probably better. Yeah. I don't know what this is. Maybe the bottom of the foot? Yeah, I don't know. Wait, I don't want to shrink that. You want to be careful there. I don't know what this is. Uh, see some spots we could put these, though. They have plenty of space. Move this here, and then we have a bunch of room now to increase the size of the head. Still not ideal. Gives us a little more. Not really. Alright, how much can we squash these down? Move everything down. Can I move the feet anywhere else? I might be able to... Hold on. Having an ingenious moment right now. I kind of want to rotate this. And then... I guess I'll just move this down a little bit. Does that really even do anything? It's this piece right here. Like, messing everything up. This could work. Hold on. Give it a rotation. Okay, that gives us a little more space. Should probably suffice. Getting about the same amount of space as we do the lizard. What is this? I don't know. This one piece right here. What does this represent? I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. Worth it. Okay, that'll give us a little bit more room. A little bit more. Okay. We're going to move on to texture painting now. Make a new texture called Untitled. Okay, let me call this Drake Diffuse. And the resolution is probably going to impact this a lot. What is the resolution of the other one? Dragon Diffuse 128 by 128. Could try that. Maybe I'll try that. I'm trying it. Save it. RGB 16-bit. Yep. Okay. Go to the material here. Duplicate. No, no. Well, I guess we do want to shield that one. Use the shield. Fake user. Huh. All right. Portions look fine enough. What the hell? Okay, fill this in white. Okay, now I'm going to do something for the eyes. Well, here, let me make the gums really quick. Don't know where we got the color from. I thought we set this to white. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Where's the mask button? Oh. Of course. Right, because we're using a different brush. Do I have a palette anywhere for this stuff? No, but we can make one. That is what we will do. And I might use some sort of shader or something to determine the color of the dragon at some point. Which would kind of require us to remake our textures. Where did the palette go? Does it only apply for... Okay, now it's here. That's fine. What do we do for the lizard? Hold on. Okay, that's probably fine. We'll fill this in as well. I don't know if they're the same color, though, the gums and the tongue. I'll make the teeth. Hopefully the brush settings are already calibrated correctly, so gets rid of any anti-aliasing. Seems like there's still some anti-aliasing going on. Gonna fall off, maybe? Constant. Okay, that might be good enough. Jeez, it's like diagonal. Okay, well, we can work with this. This is fine. Part of the plan. Oh, but this one is, like, not diagonal. That's funny. Yeah, because that one is actually aligned with the grid. Okay, that's cool. I messed up the bottom teeth. Alright, well, let's move on to the face. We definitely have more resolution, I think. Yeah, so when I was making the promotional art, I did a lot of, drawings of dragon faces and eyes, so I'm actually, like, kind of in a... This is good timing to do something like this. Like, that's too wide apart, I think. We'll try this. Yeah, I don't know I don't know if I want to try and incorporate scales at all here. I don't know at what point I want to do that. There's definitely still some unanswered questions in terms of, like, how we're going to create, like, appearance variations for the dragon. And before I was doing it in A-Sprite, now I'm doing it in Blender, which has the best texturing tools ever when it comes to texture painting. It's awesome. It's a joke. That is probably one of the weak points of Blender. It's brush stuff. What did I do for the eyes for the other model? Okay. I see. So maybe I should have kept the outline. Perhaps add an eyeball. Add the eyeball in here. Use this color. No. Alright, how do I change the tolerance? Advanced? Options? Wait, that's the blur brush. Check here yet? I'm not seeing a tolerance option. Okay, I'm not gonna try and figure that out right now. What? No. Okay. I can't make the brush size any smaller. This is like, yeah, I cannot really do much with this. We're gonna try. Gonna see what we can do. Give it like a cat eye look. Sorta, kinda, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that something like that. Extra spooky dragon. Fill this in. No. Wait, why is it acting like a brush? We have like different things selected in the different windows here. Alright, this is a direction to go, for sure. I don't know what other details I could add right now. Should I try adding horns? I guess maybe I should. Okay. Alright. I'm not gonna worry about this too much. I'm going to extrude this out. We're gonna make one horn, and then we're just gonna make variations of it placed at different spots. Okay, maybe we'll make a couple. Really, I just want to be able to reuse the UVs for this, so I don't have to, like, designate a spot for every single one. It'd be awful. Like, these can all be a single color. Okay, I guess I could do all the horns at once. We'll see. I'll have at least one variation for now. But basically the rule with this, with the whole dragon thing, is the more horns you add, the cooler the dragon looks. So we're gonna be generous with the amount we use here. you will see the dragon begin to come to life. It's gonna be beautiful. Now, dragons also kind of have like this, I don't know what kind of lizard it is, but seems like some of them have like, it almost makes it look like their faces are like webbed, but the horns, in a lot of examples, come down like around the face here. Kind of like this. And we want to mix things up, get rid of the uniformness in certain spots. That's probably good. And we already have almost enough horns. I'm gonna add 2 more small horns up here. Oh my god. Yeah, if I decide to add like a horns upgrade, I don't know how I'm gonna like swap that out visually. Maybe I should standardize the shape of the head, but then there's gonna be a bunch of things like that, like spines and stuff. So I might ultimately just have to add all of those upgrades for every single dragon. That sounds really bad, though. Like, that would be a very bad way to plan it out. Because then it's gonna, like, grow exponentially, the amount of work I have to do. Okay, that looks pretty similar to the Drake body, actually. Hmm. The horns, I mean, there's a similar vibe, for sure. Um, okay, let me go to texture paint, and then just give these, like, a darker color. Oh my god, please. Please work. What? I have to find the one spot where the horns are. Right there, okay. Oh, now I can't see it. Just have to find the one pixel that has it. Okay, it's this one. We found the magic pixel. I don't want it to be completely black, though. I also have to think about, do I want to implement any sort of, like, smoothness? You know, do I want any sort of physically based calculations? I really like how I can't paint single pixels. It's awesome. Okay. We're gonna try this. We need to make animations for the legs. And we need to weightify everything. Oh, God. No. This can't happen. Oh, that's not good. Are we getting some sort of UV overlap? Yeah, it's in the mouth. Damn it. Okay. Well, since this is only one color, I'm just gonna shrink this down. Move it towards the top right. Go back here. Fill this in. Are we good? Okay. I should consider, like, adding all the details onto just this model. I don't know. I don't want to do that. If I decide to do a more modular upgrade-based kind of thing in the future. Okay, this is the Drake armatures, so we are going to... Could we keep the current leg setup we have? I don't know. I don't know about that. The animations wouldn't even look good anyways. Why don't we try it, though? It could be funny. I don't know. Be interesting, could be funny. You know? exciting, interesting, funny. I don't even really know how the anatomy works here. I'm just going to do something like this. It will suffice. Move the foot bone down here. A bit of a roll. What's that? Alt R? Clear roll. Could you work, please? It's not letting me get my roll on. Are you serious? Okay, maybe I just didn't have the entire bone selected before. I wasn't paying attention. It's got to be a keyboard shortcut for that. I mean, at the very least, I can assign one. Which is a Blender W. And our bone hierarchies should already be good. Okay, we kind of have to add another bone here. Yeah. Unless I could make this all just one bone. I mean, we're gonna not do that. No. Rear lower leg, rear upper leg. Kind of like ruins our whole terminology. Rear leg 1.l. Rear leg 3.l. Rear leg 1.r. You get the idea. Wait, hold on. Okay. I thought I missed the ad break. I did not. Okay. Move this up. Alright, it's perfect. Assign automatic weights. Oh no. What is this even gonna do? Oh my god. No. Oh no. Whoa. Oh my god, I can still play the run animation. What the hell? Oh, that's so goofy. It's like it turns into a seal. Back legs don't work anymore. Jeez. We're gonna have to keep the same name for the action though, but like, oh god. Unfortunate. It's a very unfortunate moment. Yeah. Might have to move this into its own file. My god, that run animation though is so goofy. Alright, I think I'll do that. Just get that out of the way. Yes. Call it draked up blend. Delete these. Delete this. Honestly, goodbye. Alright, what I'm gonna do is so we can get a better automatic sorting. Is I'm going to, if it will allow me, I'm gonna raise these up, and I'm just gonna try and match the actual shape a bit better. Maybe it doesn't matter the exact point. Like, that's not at Z0, so as long as I just standardize them all in the end, I think we'll be fine. It's better. We still need to do some work, though. Yeah, and at this point, I'm going to just reflatten the skeleton. So I'll like select this bone and select all of the bones in like the spine, and then use the 3D cursor and just scale on the z-axis. We should still have the same deformations if we only rotate on the z-axis. Individual origins. Yeah. We do like active. Okay, yeah. That'll look fine. Okay, is this supposed to be like the base pose? Sure. There's no more jaw. That's fine. I'm not going to worry about the jaw yet. Let me fix the weight painting. So the main thing I want to do here, everything else should be pretty good for the most part. I just want to go to the head and just make sure, I guess at least for the horns, it seems like everything's already the same there. Okay, I might not actually have to really adjust this. Huh, interesting. Okay, I do want to make sure that in these areas, the influence is 100%. It's definitely something to do. Here, let me just do one of these. Classic strategy. No, I don't know why you did that. I don't know what the hell you're doing now. Is it an auto-normalize thing? Auto-normalize is on, so... Okay, looks fine. Not sure why that didn't work the first time. Let's preview the running animation again. This is very important. I don't want this animation. Hold on. Blender file, actions, rid of that. Make sure base is saved. Okay, and then run. Maybe, you know, actually not that bad. No. I do wonder how the running animation is going to work for this one, though. Why do they have keyframes? They don't need keyframes. I don't know how a dragon runs. Oh, that's why they have keyframes, because that's probably the method I used before to reset the keyframes. That makes sense. Okay, I don't know how dragons run. Also, the ad break is about to start. This is probably a good time to do it, because when we come back, we can start working on the animation, then we'll get it imported, and we'll see if it works. We will see. We will give it the test. All right, I'll be back in 3 minutes. this thing will go. Is it going to go? Three minutes. 3 is the best number. Okay, I'll be back. Alright, we're back. I gotta say, my hair is becoming like such an inconvenience. It's hot. It's like every day is like 100 degrees. Takes forever to dry. Worth it though. Worth it. You have to lock in. Never stop grinding. Alright, I'm gonna make the run animation now. Okay, make sure we're editing the right thing here. I don't know how dragons run. This is going to be an interesting experiment. I don't even know if it should run. Okay. Can I look at, like, dragon walking GIF? Dragon Cool. Dragon Cool walking GIF. This is actually not a bad reference. Okay. The extended pose is kind of like this sort of thing. But I'm looking at a walking pose. I have to think of this as like a running pose instead. The hell? Okay, this one needs to be stepping forward, I think. What's going on with the other leg? Okay. This sort of thing is going on. It is happening. Right here. Is it supposed to be 10 frames? I don't know. Try it. Do the 10 frame strategy. Copy these and paste those. Gosh. Okay, we just need an in-between, so... How does this look? Just intuitively. I don't know. I can pretty much determine what all of these are going to look like. I pretty much know everything. Hold on, what's going on over here? This needs to be like an extension. Need to be extending here. Extend. Extend. Here needs to be like another scrunch up kind of pose. Weight painting is not ideal for some of these. Good thing we're gonna render this at such a low resolution. Kind of makes it look like it's swimming. From top down, that doesn't look bad. It would look more interesting if I could, like, control the shoulders and stuff. If I... Also, I should flip this on the other side. Whoa. I mean, it'll definitely work. I would like to be able to... The only thing is I just would like to be able to see the legs a little more. So, what if I just add it and, like, look at it on... Okay, well, now it's, like, screwing everything up. We're going to try it anyways this time. Not exactly sure what I'm going for here. I guess I'm trying to make it look more like it's, you know, hunched. Or like squatting down. Now it's like shuffling. That's okay, we just need to bring these out. It's definitely adding a new dimension to the animation. It's difficult to get the exact alignment here. Which way should it go? I don't know. Still looks fine. It'd be a little confusing in-game, though, because then it's gonna look like you're, like, strafing. Okay, maybe we'll try this. It looks more like a swimming animation, to be honest. Probably because we don't have anything else going on except for the motion of the legs. But I think we're ready to export. And I forget how I export these. I'm pretty sure it's a GLTF, but the presets... Okay, we already have Godot saved. That is good. Thank you for doing the right thing. Export... Wait, what? This tool sets? Okay, export GLTF. Drake.glb. Where is lizard? Lizard.glb. Of course, I just dragged it into the dragon folder. Fantastic. Whoa. Oh, no. Do we still have, mirror mode on? Suppose we did. We do and did. Fortunately, it actually works pretty well. Doing that with, like, the armature stuff, so all we have to do is apply it. Then we have to, like, move it over twice, which is fantastic. Love doing it that way. Very efficient. Okay. Looks pretty cool, actually. Now that it's, like, shaded. This looks like a small statue you could find in, like, a game or something. There's a run animation. Oh my god. Linear looping. Why, thank you. Uh, how are we setting, like, the material and stuff? Unnamed material. Doesn't look like we are. How are we supplying this texture? Go to dragon. Okay, I think we can turn off all these sprites. Shader material. Oh, is the texture already going to be set? Shoot. That's not good. Okay, maybe not. I don't even know if we're using this anymore. That was for the 2D stuff, right? I think so. Yeah, it doesn't have the texture here. I don't know what's going on. Oh, are we, like, using overrides and stuff or whatever? The overrides? Yeah. Okay. We're using enemy.gd shader. Interesting. I guess we could use the same shaders there, huh? Was that one compatible in 3D to begin with? I don't remember. I do not remember. Seems like we're using it in 3D now, though. So, yeah, it has a light direction. Okay. Uh, We probably want to store the shader as the shader, but then, you know, things are going to happen, so I could set the material here. At least for now. Okay, not there. Hold on. That doesn't count. Yes, use external. Make new material. Okay. Alright, that's fine. New inherited scene. Honestly, I have backups. I can delete it. It's fine. It's fine. It's allowed. Okay, I'm gonna save this now. Oh my god. Scene, dragon. Yep. And then just specify the material here. Although we are gonna have to adjust some of our code to make this just a little more streamlined. Whoa. Jeez, the bounding box is pretty small on the x-axis. Yeah, the proportions, we might want to change them at some point, but this is fine for now. Looks pretty cool, I think. ORM material. It's the enemy shader. Neat. Modulate 0, is that what we're going for here? Gotta bring the texture in. No, not promotional. We're getting there. We are getting there. Of course, we're not going to give this a proper name. Because, ew. Oh, that's modulate. No, thank you. Fuse. Perfect. How does this look now that we have our shader top down? It looks pretty similar to the Drake body original concept, actually. Not bad. Whoa. Okay. Now, you know what time it is. Not necessarily, actually. We go to the upgrade for the Drake body. And wait. Are you serious? Okay. I could have used that before, but whatever. For the replacement body, now we should just be able to drag in this scene. It should find everything it needs. The skeleton, the mesh, which is nice because we didn't have to worry about, like, naming these correctly. And I think the core layout should be the same here. Yeah. We might get a code error. We'll see. But I'll go ahead and drag this in and run the game. And we can see if this works. Let me plug in my guitar. Oh my god. Jump scare. Alright, we gotta make the dragon song. Where is the guitar pick? Oh no. Oh no. This is not good. Is it gonna run, like, instantly this time? What the hell? Cheating. Can't find my guitar pick anyways. This sucks. Alright. Scalemarch. New game. Right, we hid the 3D thing. Let's get rid of that. Or like undo that. Okay, I'm gonna go get the guitar pick. Very important. This is a very important part of the stream. Why is the stand so far away? Oh my god. Alright, yeah. Let me go grab it. I'm gonna run it. I'll be back in like 10 seconds. Well, maybe I didn't grab the pick, but I grabbed a pick. Interesting how, like, we can designate, we can identify a specific object, and give it, like, a name, but ultimately, like, the definition for that is arbitrary. Like, you could swap out one of the parts. Is it still the same object? And I'm kind of having that with, like, my guitar picks, because I can differentiate them at first, but then when they wear out enough, they just look all the same, and I forget which ones are which. Hello, here they make tutorials for Minecraft add-ons. Do they, in the software and game development category? Also welcome. So here is the default body type. Will the upgrade work? Oh my god. Reset 3D. Okay, it's just the ordering at which we call everything. Okay, let me try printing this. I'll give it a breakpoint as well. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to be calling before. Because we apply all the upgrades before, right? And we are calling set body. Yeah. What's up, Mariano? Thank you, sorry for bothering me, but I'm looking for something else and I need it urgently. Hope it goes well and good luck. Your content is quality. Alright, Alias Red. Well, thanks for stopping in. I hope you find what you're looking for. Good luck. Oh no. Oh, my cord got stuck. Oh, there we go. Oh no. A loading moment. I'm gonna have to fill the time somehow. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice in this matter. The stream will get boring if I don't do anything. Why is it loading so fast today? What the hell? Why can't it do this all the time? I don't understand. Okay, breakpoint. What? What do you mean? 2 breakpoints. Well, what is skeleton now? Wait, why are there 2 breakpoints? If found does not equal... Is there a breakpoint there? I didn't want to use step into. Where's this being called? Step over. Oh my god. Okay, add a breakpoint here. No? Didn't this method get called multiple times, though? Maybe not. Okay. Well, before it was getting something. Is it calling this like multiple times? I don't understand. Let me try looking at this again. With our improved breakpoint. Oh, wait, I might actually be able to talk about Skate 4 today. This is a Skate 3 reference. They made this song for Skate 3. Work in progress. No, that's Dead and Friends by Them Crooked Vultures. So yeah, the new Skate experience, Skate Dot. I'm getting excited. And I know it's made by EA, and I know they're gonna fill it with in-game purchases, and I know the art style is like kind of making it seem more cartoony and less tactile. Uh, all things I'm not really excited about, but the gameplay mechanics themselves look really good, and it looks like the game definitely has something to offer. Now, I don't know if it's going to have all of the charm as Skate 3, which is the one I played. I don't know if it's going to have a park creator or not. I don't know if you're going to be able to build your skateboard business. I mean, there can't it's going to be harder to fit in things earned with progression if you're making a lot of your assets like pay to earn. I think the way they're doing it is like you can earn coins in game and then get loot boxes, which is just such a lame way to do it as opposed to like something that's more immersive. Yeah, the mechanics look good. I wish the art style was more realistic. I hope they change it to that because it does make it feel less tactile. It makes it feel like I'm doing like cartoony moves, which I feel, I think that was one of the appeals of the older skate games was that the art style and general direction was more realistic. And only as so long as it served the gameplay or was still interesting from a gameplay perspective. But they were kind of leveraging that side of it. Now it's kind of the art style is veered away from that, and I think you could even say it's a bit of a disconnect. The ragdolling looks like some of the physics looks a little less interesting from what I've seen, but in terms of the mechanics, it looks like they're keeping everything. They've refined it, even if the physics are going to feel different. And they're adding new features. So in terms of the mechanics, I'm excited to try it for that. I think the world and the stuff they're adding in it looks interesting. They're definitely this is kind of like the difference between Saints Row and Saints Row 4 and Saints Row 3 in terms of like how OP you are because in this game you can like fly, you can like wingsuit across the map but without actually having a wingsuit, but just by doing like the spread eagle pose, which you could do in Skate 3 kind of, but now you can like get back on your board and you feel much more like a superhero. Like you can climb buildings at like insane speeds. Which I prefer they have the climb building feature in there than not at all. Or I prefer they have it in there with unrealistic climbing speeds than not at all. I think. But yeah, now you can pretty much go anywhere and they're definitely increasing the scale of a lot of things. So it's going in the more extreme direction. However, I don't think that's actually going to hurt it too much because I didn't really care about the environment that you skate on when it comes to the skate games in terms of like the tactility. I more so care about how your board and like the character responds to the environment and interacts with it. Um, and in the new skate game, it seems like they have both more realistic environments and those larger, more extreme sports kind of environments. Um, So I think that's actually good. I think it's probably a good thing. And it'll be I do enjoy riding the insane stuff in Skate 3 just as much, if not more, than like the smaller scale stuff. But it has all different levels, so it has like granularity there, which is nice. Um yeah. I hope EA doesn't ruin it with their bullshit. Um and if not, it could be an enjoyable game. It's gonna be like a free to play model, and they're gonna like put it on mobile, which I think kind of speaks to how um they're kind of putting monetization in before gameplay in some regards because it is not. I don't know what they can do to make it as easy to control on mobile as it will be on controller. It feels like it's kind of getting crammed in, but I don't know. Maybe they'll make it work very well or something. Um, but I'm if I had to guess, I'm it was probably a how can we reach the largest audience decision before it was like we really need to make this gameplay available to the mobile players. They need it. So that's another thing where it's like, okay, yeah, that's what I think about the game. Hopefully they don't mess it up. Also, I heard that like I was looking on Reddit today and it was like I was seeing some stuff about Subnautica 2 and some like corporate stuff that's going on there where they're like laying off some of the developers. Not the entire team, I don't think, but I heard they were like laying off some of the founding team members. So hopefully that game doesn't get messed up as well, which would suck because I really liked Subnautica Below Zero and Subnautica 1. But Subnautica Below Zero I think I enjoyed more overall. Had a really good art style also. And I saw some of the tech demo stuff for Subnautica 2. It looks like it's still they still have some cool stuff going on. So hopefully art will prevail. And it'll ultimately be a good game. But Subnautica 3, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyways, does this upgrade work? No, it might just be something wrong with the function. And yeah, it seems like it was assigning it multiple times. Let me test this again. We have a good amount of time to test this, so I don't think we'll have to encounter too many errors. We'll see. Headphones. The headphones are messing me up. I can't really do the tappy taps as well right now. It's not as amplified. Yeah, so if I add the upgrade here. Oh, but then we're reassigning it. Wait, step over. This in something else? Wait, what the hell? Yeah, I could have tested this function before. Wait, what? Yeah, what am I doing here? Uh, Otherwise it's just gonna return null. So let me do that here. Okay, I might have to fix this method as well. Should probably do that now. Oh, maybe not. No, it's doing like a different thing here. Yeah, we're actually using the function properly, so not concerned about that. So yeah, that function was just completely messed up. Awesome. What? Oh. God, I can't switch the chords fast enough. Alright, new game. The first time we're playing this game. Has anything happened? Okay, another breakpoint. Continue. Another breakpoint. Why? Why are there so many breakpoints here? What the hell? Actually, though. Yeah, go to the important part. No! What? Very sad. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to keep walking through this. First try. Okay, step into child and node.get children. Can we get the name? It says node 3D. Get rid of this breakpoint. Alright, what is this one? Another node 3D. Oh. God. Not paying enough attention to, like, the logical flow of this. Wait. If nested is not equal null, or nested. What about now? Does it work? Interesting. Interesting little combination there. Dragon, please. God. Frustrating. Frustration. I'm gonna keep experimenting with that. Hold on. Loading too fast today. What the hell? I created like a whole thing to deal with the loading times, and now it's just becoming obsolete. We have the path. Lizard 1. Interesting. Root 3D, Dragon Root 3D, Lizard 1. Should go look at the scene. What? Oh, did it not actually remove all the children? I was afraid something like this might happen. So I don't know if this is like gonna work or not. Try doing that. Should just be a node 3D, right? Might be adjusting the position though. Ugh, I don't know. Um, Add child instance. Okay, how about down here we say old root dot replace by root 3D. Maybe that'll function a bit better. Make sure the hierarchies are like separate as we operate on them. Should get like fast. Work in progress. Whip WIP. Alright, what is it now? What's the path now? Orphan? Wrong. This is actually a skeleton. Okay, well then set the skeleton, please. Step over. It is valid. What? What? No. Are you serious? I'm not even writing these functions correctly. Embarrassing. Please work. Continue. Come on. Yes. First try. What about the animator? Please? And then we just replace it. That's all you have to do. I think I can see the other dragon beneath that. Oh my god! This is fine. Jeez, what is happening? What is going on there? This is terrifying. Why does it have to break so easily? We're getting closer. Yeah, now it's like calling all of these other things multiple times. Pain in the ass. Just hide all of the sprites on these. And the feet. Okay, can we save? Yes, save all. Why, thank you. I wonder where this is being called. What? It'd be nice if I could go to it. Oh, took me to it. Um, game collide, game collision. Huh. Why can I still see the head? Why is the other 3D skeleton still there? This sucks. Oh my god, I'm like turning into a rocket. Well, we do have to like fix this. I hope it's not like some stupid niche problem with like the arrangement of the bones in Blender. Yeah, I have to change this one as well. And I can still see the other lizard, so I don't know what's happening here. Random sounds. Okay. I was kind of hoping that we wouldn't get the most cryptic error of all time, to be honest. This could be so many things. The hell? Then don't connect it. I don't know what you want from me. I'm... I can only do so much. Fix the error for me. I don't know in what circumstance this is happening. This one works fine. For some reason. This one destroys everything. Ever. Did we apply all transforms and all that stuff? Hold on. Yeah, we did, I think. Why is this happening? Again, I have no idea. I have no idea what could be causing this. We are still seeing the other dragon though, so why? Why is that happening? Again, just another random thing. We're using replace by. Recursive find first. Skeleton 3D. Old root dot replaced by root 3D. This should be getting replaced. Okay, let me go to the start function. This is dumb. And then just queue free the other one. All you have to do. This seems like a better guarantee that the old dragon is going to get properly removed. Although, even if this works, I mean, we're still setting it to the new skeleton, right? So, there's also probably something wrong with how we're setting the positions on the joints. Why does it have to be so complicated? I don't see the other dragon. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. It's like it seems like it could meet up like the right spot somewhere around here. God, we're just breaking through everything. Okay, so I think we are queue freeing it now. Let me run it through GD script. See if we get any errors. Also not seeing anything there. No errors that I can see. I mean, I was seeing something in the upgrade menu, it just didn't really look right. So why might this be happening? There's some sort of group you have to put it into. Oh my god. Wait, what? Oh, that's like history for everything. I see. I see. Interesting. I've never looked at this before, I don't think. I have no idea what this could be. Calls to buy. That's supposed to be a root. Wait. What? What the hell? These. I'm not actually targeting the right thing. Yeah. Okay. Also, apparently another break is going to start soon. We need to finish this. I made sure I squashed all the bones down. I don't know what the problem is. Could it have something to do with origin shifting? Perhaps? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if anything happens here as it pertains to that. It also doesn't work in the upgrade menu, so there's also that to consider. Again, I don't know if it's like I remember one time we got like a completely arbitrary issue, one of the bone hierarchies, and I just like deleted and remade one of the bones and it worked. What could it be? Update 3D. Reset 3D is the one we're calling in the upgrade menu, so we are able to like test those both. What else are we doing with Root 3D? But it connects to that signal or that function. Does it already have some sort of position? No. I think that would not be the case. Skeleton? Is it something to do with the skeleton? Oh, okay. Could be something to this. It's an initialized part, though. Yeah, we might have to recalculate the bone indices. Okay. Reset 3D, update 3D, function recalculate 3D. And we just want to copy this part. Oh, but this is an initialized part. What the hell is this called? Maybe we should set the 3D thing before calling the other stuff. Before calling this stuff. Maybe I could try that, because then it'll have the skeleton to use. Just don't know if it's gonna work. I mean, I guess the indices could be wrong. Invalid owner. Shut up. Please. Where's this being called? Game Dragon? What was I looking for? God. Can you remember what I was trying to find? Right. Feature attribute. So let me try doing this as like the very first thing. Yeah, because it would still assign it to like the new parts or whatever. Maybe this will just improve things a little bit. I don't know. A little bit better. Hold on. This is promise. I look like some sort of worm creature. This could be a new dragon type. Okay, at least the positions now seem to be correct. I don't know what the hell is going on with everything else, though. Is there some other stuff we're initializing there? Now we're setting the 3D stuff before all the parts, so like that shouldn't be an issue. Let me try running this through GD script. So it's still, it kind of fixes some parts. Still doesn't really work though. Why? What was going on there? Like, I don't even know if that was a rotational issue. It almost looks like the scales were messed up, or the rotation was like compounded and messing subsequent bones up, perhaps. No errors yet. Maybe there's something else we're initializing initially, in an initial sense. Or maybe it's just not calling the parts we're replacing, but the indices are rearranged, perhaps. Oh my god. That bone index equals skeleton dot find bone. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Function recalculate 3D. or part in parts dot values. Part dot bone index equals skeleton dot find bone. Part dot name. Part dot name equals part dot name. How do we determine that? Okay. Rigid body should do the same thing. Did we name the bones correctly? Neck 1, neck 2. I'm pretty sure that is how it's done. Yeah. So recalculate 3D here. So this, the only reason we would do this is if it's not applying, if it's not resetting this value when we add a new part, but that already existed before in the hierarchy. So instead of adding a new node completely, we just replace the children in the pre-existing node. I think that might be applying in these cases, like with initialized part. Is there anything else that's going on, though? Let me test this so I can rule this out before moving on to something else. Maybe we're initializing some sort of like start position, but I didn't see us referencing skeleton anywhere else. Damn it. Shit. Times rotation skeleton, dot get bone rest. What if I turn this off for a second? Please. Please, God. Just set it to the rest pose. Hmm. Why did it mess up the other one as well? Okay, let me go back and look at this again. Our rest pose could be off, I suppose. I don't know how that's being determined, though. What the hell? Okay, does the dragon, does it still work when, we run it? Oh my god. Does it still work when we run it with the default body type? The lizard. Also, I think I know what I did wrong there. Okay, it does. So... try just that. Save scene, I guess? Sure, why not? Run the project. Come on. It's time. Big projects are happening. No, okay. Fuck. Why? Is this a transform? It's just the rotation, though. Are we doing something similar here? Yeah. Okay, hold on. This is the same function, I think. Does not apply to the root bone. But even reset 3D wasn't working for the other one. Oh, maybe that means something. Maybe that is, like, telling us something. New game. Doesn't work with the other dragon, though. Not really. Why not? I guess it's not giving it any sort of position. What if we just do nothing? Literally just, like, shut up. Don't do anything. No way. Oh. I'm not in a bug fixing mode right now. I'm really hoping we can... Why does it, like, disappear? What the hell? Is it because of the origin shifting or something? The fuck is happening? Add a morning star. Okay. Other thing. I'm not even... Okay, I guess I am setting it to the rest pose. That's the only thing we're doing there. Okay, let me try. Let me see. Let me see. Let me try. Pose mode. If I clear all the transforms, that's what happens. But if I set it to the rest pose... Because I think that's a thing here, right? It's the exact same. Wow. Incredible. Never could have guessed this. Okay. Export these settings. I have no idea. Disappears immediately. Awesome. This is supposed to do nothing. Okay, I'll add it back in. Sure, sure. What is wrong with the skeleton? It's gotta be a skeleton. Well, I can't say it is, definitely a skeleton problem. Did the Y positions matter before? I don't know. I checked that. Why the hell would that very specific value matter? Why would it have to be that? Whatever this Y value is here. Or Z. Not all of the bones, please. Oh my god. This is terrible. What? I don't know if this is going to make any difference or not. Also with, like, biting animations, I don't know if we can, like, rotate the head in different ways now. I mean, maybe. This is such an awkward way to animate, though. I think we just have to improve the workflow at some point, but I would like to get this to work. Okay, the bones are lower now. Make sure this scene is still coherent. Yeah, we were actually looking at this one to begin with. Okay, did we change that one thing in the script? We did. Oh my god, I clicked load game. We're not ready to load. And then we're getting this shit again. Why? We're getting so many errors, too. This is, like, bad. Get rid of this guitar. Get out of here. This is no longer an unserious stream. God. I hate bugs. I hate them. And now it is going to feel like 10 minutes every time I try and click on this because I have, like, nothing to distract. It's going to keep me laser lock focused in. So we are getting in an error now. Okay. Invalid access to property keyboard body on a base object of type ref counted. You are wrong. Okay, it's called body, not rigid body. Well, that was helpful information. Let's proceed with more of some of that. So, I guess we didn't rule this out yet. Please work. Please just work. I don't want to do this anymore. Come on. This is not supposed to be a programming stream. This was supposed to be finish the fun dragon and put it in the game and go, whoa. My code could be so much more organized as well. Oh, jeez. Okay. Please. Please. I need this to work. Okay, it doesn't work. Why are you turning into a strange eel creature? Does it have a root bone? Hold on. Bone index equals 1. This is body 1. Why can't we move that one? The hell? Oh, -1. That's funny, it would include that in some of them. Is that right? No idea. Even Reset 3D doesn't work. Oh my god, so many fucking errors. Oh, there must be an ancestor in the tree. We have all this stuff. How? How is this happening? Yeah, there's a shader there. Rotation equals transform 3D skeletons. I get bone rest. P.bone index basis vector 3.0. Yeah, but we also can't do this. The thing that's frustrating to me is I don't know if this is like something wrong with how I'm arranging the skeleton or if it's just some magical random error that has resulted from trying to do anything with the hierarchy while the game is running. Why would that affect the skeleton, though? It shouldn't. At the same time, though, everything looks fine on the skeleton. The rest positions look fine. Just try getting rid of the rotation for a second. Only the rotation. Added by the thing. Can keep the camera rotation. It should be pretty consistent. I just want to see if anything is working. So that is the expected result there. It still looks like a fish. Or some... I don't even know how to describe this. Sort of... It looks like a cloth. Piece of cloth. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Why? Why? Shut up. That's something with a run animation, is it? Might as well rule it out. Go to this directory. Go to this one. Thank you. Was I already in that one? What? Why does it look like the legs are moving when I do that? Happening. Okay. Here's the base animation. Here's the run animation. I think it got rid of the keyframes anyways. Fucking hell. Alright, what else happens there when we do that? Instance as part body. Instance. Wait. But at this point, the parts aren't even going to be, like, added. Like, when we do this. Or in other words, I don't think we need to have this here. Is it origin shifting it? Is it origin shifting the camera? What the hell is happening here? No, it is following the positions now. The rotations seem to be off. For some reason. Which is frustrating because if I try disabling rotation and only keeping the position, then it just doesn't appear whatsoever. So I don't know what's going on there. Does everything have its transform applied? Okay. We can control instance shader parameters this way? I didn't know that. Be so many things. Guess we'll start by seeing if these match up correctly. We'll just go down the list of 40 things. We'll spend 70 hours doing this. Incredible things are happening behind the scenes right now. There's so much innovation going on that you're not aware of. There's so many things. Go! God. Am I gonna do the thing where, like, I make a custom version of the Godot logo, but, like, for my game? I don't know. What am I even testing here? Oh, right. Yeah, we get, like, 80 billion messages now. That's cool. Neck 2. That seems correct. Neck 1 is 21. Tail 4 is 20. Seems consistent. Tail 3, 19. Tail 2, 18. Tail 1, set. It's working. It's working. Body 1 is 0. Head is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Starts at 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the indices are correct. That's not the problem. It's something, some other stupid shit is happening. It's ruining our day. I hate it. I hate it so much. Again, I already tried getting rid of the rotation. Basis. Position 3D. Hold on. Hold on. Try getting rid of the... Wait, no, not the position. The rotation. Rotation. Basis. Just whatever. Whatever is fine. To be honest. We are completely clearing the rotation. There should be no rotation involved here whatsoever. Just show me what was in the scene. Yeah, it works for that dragon. That dragon is having a great time having no rotation. What are you doing? Embarrassing. Okay, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't seem to be making a difference here. What the hell? Shut up. I'm so frustrated right now. It's also using the basis rotation added to this over here. The rest pose rotation or whatever. And if I get rid of this, the thing just disappears. Why? Why are you doing this? Maybe it has something to do with the animator. Maybe. Get out of my way! Okay, so I can see it if I go there. So, if I equip the Drake body, go down this way. Go down this way. Oh my god. What is happening there? Are you okay? Makes no sense. Why is the entire skeleton exploding? We're using Q free. Using Q free there. I don't understand. Could it be an animation thing? Didn't we just re-import the dragon with keyframes? Didn't really make a difference. God, I have no idea what's causing this. Even when the rotation is... Even when the scene is just added, it doesn't work. Don't know why. Like it should look like this. This is what it should look like. But like with a rotation, because the camera with a slight rotation, so like more like that. Or maybe, I don't know, something like that. But it should not be a spaghetti monster. Or a strand of cloth. When I'm trying to think of a good comparison. I have not thought of one yet. This is turning into a hell stream. It also doesn't work when I add it in the upgrade menu, which is interesting. What if I try getting rid of this? Why did I need this to begin with, though? Like, can I just leave the bone positions as they are? I mean, I guess so it can... I guess I was just, like, re-implementing it before, so it could work with the upgrade menu. The hell? Doesn't make a difference. I don't understand. If I go to world, or game, or whatever the hell the scene is, I think it's this one, and I add our Drake scene in here, what does it look like? What? It's the same thing. Okay, what's going on? This is our moment. This is it. Why the hell does it explode? Then when I go in the scene, it's like, oh, everything's fine. That is strange. Is there any import setting that I'm missing here? Oh, you know what? There might be. But also, why the fuck is it not even showing up? Am I just not zoomed in enough? Okay, what if I try dragging in the asset? Also doesn't work. Okay, well, what is the difference in import set? Is there a difference in import settings here? Apply root scale 10? Seems like a not default kind of number. Well, hello. It's interesting how fast it can go from I am in hell, it's so over, everything is terrible, to like, oh my god, it's working, this is fine, I'm having so much fun. Thank goodness. Ugh, god, that could have turned into an 8-hour debacle. It might not be fixed yet, we'll see. See what happens. We might return to... Okay, so that makes sense that it was like turning into like a spaghetti cloth thing. Because if they were a tenth of the size they're supposed to be, it would just be stretching out, like stringing out the mesh just like that. Hopefully it works beyond this. I want to save the import settings if possible. Okay. Maybe it's not possible. Maybe it's something I can implement in Blender, but I don't even know what the root scale is supposed to do necessarily. Does that just increase the size of the entire mesh and skeleton, or is it just some sort of skeleton specific thing? I don't know. It was helpful though to put it in the scene. That helped to answer some questions. Um, okay. Oh, oh my god. It's working. Whoa. The proportions look better now in orthographic mode. Although it's not playing the run animation, which is funny. Probably because we're using like a default animation for that, if I had to guess. Silly. Silly strategy. Okay, everything is I'm never gonna change any of my implementations ever. Everything is perfect and works beautifully. I'm so glad. I should see what we're doing with the animator though. If anything. No, we're not doing anything. This sucks. Now, I could check in the scene. Are we doing anything? Base. We have it set to base. Animation. How are we getting the animation to work? Oh, you know what? You know what? Might be in here. Yep. Wait, but it's still not doing it. Oh my god. Oh, it's determined with that. Okay. So, solution has been found. I should write all this stuff down, all of these caveats I'm encountering, so I can remember next time I go to do the thing. How to escape hell. Make sure import scale is set to 10 on Godot. Make sure animator has correct default animation. Make sure material is set on shit. That might be it. Yeah. I can't remember anything else that we did. There might be more. Okay, save this. We will see the running animation now. We play the game. Finally. Oh my god. I don't like it. I don't like it. Jesus Christ. Over here about to give up on game development. Not actually. It looks good. It looks good. The neck movement is a little bit questionable, but it seems to be keeping the height with the neck, which seems to be making the shading correct as we wanted it, so... Yeah. Finally! Oh my god! Jesus. Okay, we've been saved. Alright, let me try adding some other upgrades. Morning star time? Lightning breath time? Nice. I like it. There might be some adjustments we have to make. Like, I kind of want to make, like, the waist smaller. Right now, it kind of looks like a chipmunk or something. Like, with the way the body is, like, completely straight. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of some other animal. I'm thinking of, like, a meme where an animal is being held up. Like, a small animal. Alright, well, it's working. Cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna end stream. We did it. Everything is now completely ready for Steam page preparation. So I'll probably work on that this weekend. hopefully I can have a Steam page uh by Monday. I don't know. Still have some graphical stuff to work on. Still gotta make the song. And then I still have to put together all the trailer stuff and screenshot stuff. Although I might just worry about screenshots first. Excuse me, first if I have to. The one thing I will do off stream besides that song is I might just rearrange the biomes, and that's all. Which is just like changing my resource layout. How my resources are like referencing each other. But yeah. Okay, well that wasn't too bad. We figured it out. I'm going to end it here, so... Oh my god, such a relief. Thank you everyone who stopped in. Thank you, Cricket. Thank you, Alias. Thank you, Mariano. I'll be live again on Monday. Until then, see y'all later. Take care. Yeah. See ya.